Hello guys, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about NHL jerseys and the possibility that the NHL might put ads in them in the future. Now, some of you guys already know my opinion on this, but me, as when it comes to ads on jerseys, I absolutely hate ads on jerseys. You know, when you look at football jersey, you look at Finland jersey, you look at KHL jersey, you look at CHL jerseys, they obviously have a ton of ads on them compared to North American leagues, and that just deters me so much away from the jersey itself. For me, the point of a jersey is having these cool designs, having these cool things about them, and just having some random companies just name plastered on a jersey, for me, completely misses the whole point of the thing. Now, that's fine if there's like a name or two. I mean, we already have Adidas on the back of these jerseys, and of course the NHL on the front. But if it's like the KHL, if it's like the CHL, where there's just ads everywhere imaginable, I just won't be buying any more jerseys, at least from that point on. I just can't buy that crap. I can't buy a team's jersey that just has company names all over the place. And we look at football and the European football. We look at those jerseys, and there isn't even like any of the team logos on it. It's like, I don't know what team has the T-Mobile on the front, but that's the one that I recognize the most. And it's just T-Mobile on the front with all these other ads, and it doesn't even have the jersey logo. Doesn't even have anything apart from the team. It just has ads on it, and for me, of course, that just completely ruins it. But so far, none of the four major American sports have really quite converted to that. We've seen the NBA have those little patches on some of their teams' jerseys, but not completely. And with the MLB, it's pretty much non-existent. With the NFL, it's pretty much non-existent. The NBA is pretty much the only league to really go a little bit towards that, but even then, it's pretty minor. With the NHL, they really don't have too much. So at least from the North American side of things, they haven't really made that much progress towards getting there. Which, of course, since you already know my opinion, is, in my opinion, pretty great. But the NHL has said time and time again, Gary Bettman has said time and time again, that the biggest worry there is that it'll deter people away from buying the jersey. And for me, that is completely 100% right. The only reason why they're doing it is to make money, but for me, that completely ruins it. That's one of the things that is a big no-no for me when it just comes to jerseys overall. And for me, one of the main reasons why, one of the few great things that Gary Bettman has done is keep ads where they're supposed to be. I mean, we've seen some questionable ad choices, having ads on the glass with some certain teams with their regional stuff, but we see some weird ad cases in like the glass and the ice and other stuff like that. But one of the few things that the NHL has done really, really right is protecting their jerseys and keeping them as classic, as clean as possible. And when you get to this, you can't really get more cleaner than that. And if the NHL puts ads on their jerseys, it completely ruins it. But for what they've done so far, they completely got it. And for me, having no ads on the jerseys yet so far has been one of the few things that they've done perfectly right. But even as the NHL has come out and said that they don't want this to happen, even though they come out and said that they want to keep it as authentic as possible, advertisers are always hungry for new opportunities, so I feel like it will happen eventually. Whether it'll be past the Gary Bettman era, whether it'll be sooner than later, it will happen eventually. That's pretty much inevitable. That's why the NHL kind of goes down a little bit in revenue overall. NHL jersey sales with those advertisers on there, and those advertiser deals, at least through with European leagues in all those sports, they definitely generate a lot of money. That's the thing that they're most well known for. If they didn't get any money, then teams would know for sure not put him on. So the main reason there is for money. Now, NHL isn't really starving for money. Gary Bettman has done a fantastic job of making money through all these different revenue sources, and they've done fantastic through there. So I don't think that they're going to be in any desperation anytime soon. But let's say they go down that road, and it's not looking great for them. This could be an avenue they could look towards to get a lot of money for the future. So really, when it comes to the NHL and advertisements, it's not about if, it's really about when. But whether you like ads on jerseys, whether you don't like ads on jerseys, they're one undeniable fact that it brings in a ton of money for the NHL. I'm kind of surprised they haven't gone that route further already. I mean, it just brings in so much money. For the NBA, there was like a $20 million deal with the Warriors that they just had that little patch on their jersey just for that. And there's so much money to come. And for the NHL players themselves, that also brings revenue for them. So it works well for the NHL just for its overall economy. I'm surprised that they haven't done it sooner. But of course, good for them for not doing it. But I'm really surprised that it hasn't happened yet. for the obvious deals here. Now, there are some other places that could put that on NHL players themselves. Now, of course, the biggest target is those jerseys, but helmets could also work too. I mean, they have a lot of space. You could put a lot of ads on there, and I definitely take having ads on the helmets rather than the jerseys, and it's another whole beast there. I mean, they could put it on gloves, they could put it on the shoulder pads, they can do anything really there, and they have a lot of options. Now, I think the helmet is probably the best place to do it if you were not going to have it on jerseys, because of course people don't usually buy helmets, and of course the NHL doesn't make helmets for just an overall use for people, so I think that it would be a lot better there. Not for the advertisers, but I feel like a helmet would still be a decent option for a lot of advertisers. You see it a lot in games, you see it quite a lot. I mean, it's really underrated how many times you see. I mean, just think about how many times you see a player's helmet in a game. It's quite a lot, so advertisers could want that. So I'm just saying, if it's not the jerseys that the advertisers want to go for, if it's something else, I feel like if the NHL were to open that up for a helmet deal, have a lot of jerseys, and have a lot of advertisements on helmets, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I would definitely like to see that a lot more than having jersey or having advertisers on this. Now, there is the old debate on if there was going to be advertising on the jerseys, would they sell them to the public use? Will the jerseys that the public use have ads on them? And let's be honest here. If advertisers were allowed on NHL jerseys, they are going to be on the jerseys that you buy. That is 100% going to happen. I mean, why would the advertisers want to have it on just the jerseys that players wear? I mean, they want to have it on people's jerseys. People wear jerseys all the time, and they want to have those ads out there, and it's pretty marketing too for them. I mean, they would want that for sure. Let's be honest. If the ads are going on the NHL jerseys with the players wear, they're going to go on the jerseys that we buy. So while people may be holding out hope for that, I just don't see any hope. I feel like the advertisement, if they were to come, it'll definitely go on the jerseys that you buy. Now, if ads were to go on the NHL jerseys, there'd be still some jerseys that I purchase, but at the same time, I really wouldn't be as interested as I am right now. I mean, the things that I love about jerseys are the customization, the different styles of each team, and that pretty much is going to be erased if ads were to come on the jersey. Now, if it wasn't as severe, that'd be better, but still, if we're going to see advertisements on jerseys, there are going to be a lot of them, and for me, that just ruins and deters from the whole point of NHL jerseys. So for me, it'll be a sad day when it comes, because it is going to come eventually. It's about when, but it's going to be a while, which thankfully under Gary Bettman it'll take a while there. So that's good to see. But it's been one of the main things that NHL has done right, at least for the fans' perspective. I've been surprised that they haven't done it already, because it brings in so much money for them that I'm surprised they haven't already. But it's great that they haven't already, and it's just going to be about when they pull that trigger, which hopefully will be in such a long time that I won't have to be alive to experience that terribleness. But it's going to be really interesting to see how the NHL shifts, if there's new ownership or whatever happens. It's going to be interesting to see how the NHL shifts, and if they want that, if they want to deter away from that, if they want to keep going with the model that they've already gone through. It's going to be interesting to see how the NHL changes from this perspective. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Guys, enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell me down below what you think of advertisements on jerseys. Do you want it? How do you think it'll work out? What do you want from that? And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.